Good morning, beloved Cancer, or good afternoon or evening. I hope you are well. Welcome to this timeless general read for you. You are truly welcome here, Cancer. And I want to give a little shout out to my very supportive husband and sister in law, who are both Cancers and uh, have helped bring some balance to my life, my earth energy here. So, shout out to all Cancers. All right, so Cancer, when I was meditating before this read, I was hearing if they only knew. So I'm eager to dive in and see what it is that if you only knew. All right, let's jump in. Right, all right, there's a significator card already. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Move that up there one more. If straight, okay. If they only knew. Okay, Spirit, what is it that you wish Cancer knew? So definitely about moving on. Okay. What does Cancer need to know? It's way too many. We will start with, right, we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. Okay. A lot of water energy here for you here, Cancer. All right, what else does Cancer need to know? We got three. All right, so we have the Five of Cups. My goodness. Nine of Swords. And we have the Emperor. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. I'm starting to get a slight picture of what's going on, Cancer, especially with this Emperor card here, Major Arcana, with big changes coming up. Obviously, when you hear about the Emperor, I hear abundance, I hear ultimate success, just really being an authoritative figure that's respected and loved, not authoritarian, trying to just control by fear. So that is a promising ending here, but we will get to that. Okay. So if they only knew. All right. Okay. All right. I really feel, Cancer, like you are on a journey. And I mean, who isn't on a journey, right? If you really think about it, we're all on some sort of journey, whether or not it's self discovery, healing. We're always on a nonstop spiritual journey, right? Wherever we're at, whatever we believe, it's about growing. And if you're not growing, then you should, take a look at what's keeping you stagnant or stuck. And but we're all on a journey. But this feels like a new journey. And for some of you, this is about fleeing a situation that was unhealthy in some way. And this could have been unhealthy because it triggered you, right? It could have been difficult for you and just wasn't something giving you peace. But for others of you, this was just about needing to take a leap of faith into something new because things just were not just turbulent, things were kind of both falling apart, and with that lack of peace really had you unsettled. And you might not have been able to put a finger on everything that bothered you or disturbed you, but something wasn't right. And that's really all you need to know, right? For some of you, you can articulate what it was that maybe it was just a toxic job that didn't look like it was going to change, a toxic boss that wasn't going anywhere, a toxic living situation. It could just be because it wasn't fulfilling you, right? And it's time to move beyond that to your dream. Like, I feel like this is a journey of not just self discovery, but um, it is a spiritual journey, right? Like branching out and being willing to try something new because things just aren't settling with you, right? It's like that water energy within you is just uh, heavy waves and tides and um, kind of just feeling like those waters need to churn up to push you forward, right? And for some of you, you do have children, right? Or you have somebody else with you that you are partly responsible for. This could be a spouse, you're responsible for each other, but here it looks like a young child. This could also be, in my opinion, yourself and your inner child. A little bit of fear of where we're going. What will this journey look like? How will this unfold? Okay, that's coming through. Like trying to meet the joys and delights of the inner child, but there's also the fears of the uncertainty. All right. And I do really feel I always see this boat navigator as sometimes as a male figure, it could be female too, in a family doing the guiding, right? The whole family's going. And sometimes I see it as a spirit guide, right? A spirit, could be a spirit guide, could be spirit, could be your higher self, guiding you, telling you where to go to trust and believe. Okay. So there really has been a lot of things that have disappointed you, no longer fulfilling you, right? You're seeing that the job is stagnant. You're feeling like you've wasted time, or you feel like it's because it's no longer fulfilling you. You're willing to stick it out a little bit longer because you don't want to be too hasty in making a decision on where to go or when. But at the same point, there is fear there because it's unknown. This could also be in your place of business, right? Thinking of going out on your own, or maybe your business has been going away for a while and things just don't seem to be growing. Like you take a few steps ahead and a few steps back, and you're just kind of like cycling, like not necessarily going down, but it's not going up either, right? And you're trying to be appreciative for what you have, but also there's some frustration there that this isn't moving as fast as you'd like, right? But you're willing to leave these things behind. I'm seeing both the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups in a similar kind of energy here. You're trying to move forward, right? Because your cups are no longer being filled, right? They're empty and maybe even starting to rust. Like you need a new outlet, you need a new space, you need a new job, you need something new, and you're unsure of again how that's going to unfold, what that's going to look like. There's no specifics necessarily in place. There may be an end goal or an end dream, which is great. We shouldn't be too attached to the expectation of how something is going to unfold. So be open and be willing, right? But this person is on their journey and they're headed in the right direction. They've decided to leave the old behind, right? And they're going to turn around and pick up you, my friend. They're going to turn around and pick up these two cups and move forward, right? It's like these are the two cups that are giving you that belief, the trust, the faith to move forward. It's saying, I may have lost a lot, but I haven't lost myself. I haven't lost all of my support system. I haven't lost my education. I haven't lost my passion for life and my passion for going after what I want to do and taking those up and moving forward, right? It is then being willing at that time to take this cup and become reinvented, to use your imagination and your curiosity and be willing to learn about this journey, right? To hold this new cup and see where it will take you, right? I'm thinking of Dr. Seuss for some reason. One fish, two fish, blue fish, three. You know, we have a blue fish. Very imaginative. So you may be thinking outside of the box. Some of you may decide to become an author. You may try to capture your life in a memoir. You may just pick up journaling and writing again, even if it's to write down your ideas and to formulate your plan to get it on paper, because it does help to brainstorm that way. Because I think your creative flow is about to unleash. So if you feel like you've been stagnant with ideas or that they haven't served you well because your business hasn't grown or you haven't got the job you want or even the relationship you want, if this is about relationshiping that you want, I think this is about you getting yourself in a place of peace of being on your own and kind of reestablishing yourself, finding some new joys while you wait for somebody new to come along. But this is more about your personal development or professional development. Um, so you are being encouraged. It's like you're given this box of things and they're all interesting, unique objects. Some of them are practical, some of them are fun, and you need to put this together in some sort of puzzle on what that next piece is, right? And be willing with that excitement, the anticipation of something new, of learning something new, right? But there are some worries and fears here of how is this going to unfold? Will this be lucrative for me? Will this be fulfilling for me? Or is this going to look the same way it's looked before? I was hoping all of these cups were going to be something that can move me forward and give me peace and give me joy and the prosperity I'm looking for. So there is that feeling of letdown here, right? That something that you thought would fulfill you didn't. But let's try to look at this as a chance to reinvent that. So your ideas doesn't necessarily mean they're not good. It just might not be at that time in that location, right? So if you're looking for a new job, a new career, be willing to get out of your comfort zone. And that is really hard, right? But be willing to take that cup, okay? And also to take your dream, your manifestation that you want to happen, right? So in this journey along your way, I would keep like a bullet journal if you don't journal and just write down those things that come to you when you're brainstorming. Take it with you, keep it with you. You never know what might inspire you, seeing people interact with each other, being out in nature, something that you read, even like an Instagram or TikTok video that you see may inspire you. So I would really start with what is it that you were looking for? What is it that you need? Like, what do you want to be now, right? What do you want to be 2 years from now? What kind of person will it take to rise up and be that level of success you're looking for? To have that abundance. When you look out over your world, what does that look like, right? Do you have a small cottage? Are you renting an apartment? Are you traveling a lot? Are you building a family, right? What is it that you are looking for? And what do you need to be to get there? And start um, embodying those qualities that you will need to support that life, right? So if you want to be more open and receptive to ideas, then start by reading and being open and willing to learn in new ways, right? I don't know why this came to mind. I'm not particularly big on people watching. I don't like it when people watch me. I know that that happens, and a lot of people love to people watch. But for some reason, if you don't like doing it, encourage you to go to a park or a mall where you can watch people interact. There's something about absorbing certain information, not being nosy and judgmental, but there's something about that is coming out. So you may want to look into that. Maybe you'll get some ideas. Maybe you'll be inspired to learn from new people. Could be any number of things. Um, so as far as how this relates to if they only knew, if you only knew, first of all, how special you are. Okay. So if you don't believe you're special, please go look in the mirror and tell yourself that you are special, you are loved, you are unique. No one else can go on the same path as you, right? Some paths may look similar, but your path is going to be so very different. How you use your cup, your imagination, your ingenuity is going to be different, my friend. Okay? You know this, but you don't know it. Some of you don't know it in your heart, right? You are not too old. You are not too young. You are not too passed over. You're not too much of anything. You are just right for your journey. You are just right. So while it's natural to have fears and worries, only you can fit that bill. Your life and you are custom designed for each other. If you only knew how special you were, if you only knew how special your path was, how beautiful it is, and how beautifully it will unfold. You've got the Emperor. So use your spirit given gifts to imagine the life you want. What would make you happy? What makes you tick? And I know I'm being really kind of emphatic right now, but it is coming through really strongly to be almost very firm about this. You have the power to dream. You have the power to start making these things happen. Will they happen overnight? Absolutely not. But you can start dreaming if you haven't. If you have gotten stagnant with your dream, it's time to start writing down. What does your scenery look like? Right? You've gone through as the emperor all four kings, right? You have manifested. You've followed your heart. You've used wisdom. You've learned how to fight for what you want. You have learned all those things to get here. So it's time to use them. It's time to use those magician tools, right? It's time to use the elements of the fire, your divinity, right? It's time to use your water energy, all that you are, to go with the flow, but to follow your passion and your intuition. You have the energies of the King of Swords to be able to speak your truth, to keep your mindset positive and on point, moving forward, handling things as you need to, grieving losses, embracing how you feel, trying new things, getting clarity, to the King of Wands, where you're bold and passionate about what you do. And I think you're you've allowed some of your water energy to extinguish your fire energy, right? The fire and passion have kind of dimmed down. So light your fire, my friend. Light your fire. Start doing those things that you love again, and start writing down what this energy will look like for you. What kind of world do you want, and what will it take to get there? Use all your elements. You are the emperor. You rule your world. You're above even the kings, right? The divinely appointed to the life that you have. If you only knew the life that you can have. If you only knew that you can dream your life into reality. Your dreams may change along the way because we change as people. But, beloved, you have an amazing life in front of you. If you only knew how special you were. If you only knew you've got a special path and that you are on that path as we speak. You are not a mess up. You are not a screw up. You haven't done things wrong. And you were brave enough and smart enough to do this. You have the power, you have the beauty, the intelligence, the drive and the motivation. You've been given some beautiful gifts, and there will be some things that you will learn about yourself, some new gifts that you will learn about and discover along the way. All right, let's see here. See if there's any other. Wow, okay. I was just getting ready to ask if there's any other advice Spirit has, and we have the 10 of Pentacles. So, beloved Cancer, if you only knew, this is about having the ultimate happy relationships with peace, love, and joy. Is life always perfect? No, but there are perfect moments within it, right? That blossom. This is about you getting the career and the job that you love, doing that thing that makes you passionate and getting paid for it and making that transition. It's living in a lovely home that meets your standards, doing the things with the people that you love, being generous, being kind, being wise. You have so much. If you only knew, if you only knew. Wow, Cancer, that's so powerful. I'm like so invested in this for you, right? So I'd love to know how this resonates for you. Please, what are some hopes and dreams that you have about this 10 of Pentacles and Emperor energy? What changes can you make to move towards for this? Are you in the 6 of Swords right now, or are you planning your trip, waiting for that perfect time? Do it, my friend. Do it. Oh, beloved, this is beautiful. Uh, I encourage you to hit like, subscribe, leave a comment, share, so this message can get out to other cancers. Trust me, there are many cancers that need to hear this, and it helps a growing channel, right? So that exchange of energy, reciprocal, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you for tuning in if you've tuned in this long. I hope you have a fabulous week, beloved, and stay grounded.